Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today, I'm going to be covering the Tier 7 German heavy cruiser, the Admiral Scheer, I believe it's pronounced. Here it is. This is the same line as the ships I've already covered, the Deutschland and the Mein Teufel, which will lead to the Prince Adalbert at Tier 10. But the only ships I was able to cover so far are the Deutschland, the Mein Teufel, and the Scheer. So this is the last one for now that I'll be able to cover. I should be able to get the tier 8 soon, but I'm not sure when. But anyway, welcome for those of you guys who haven't watched the channel before. The ship build for this video will be this, so make sure to pause the video to make sure to get a good look at it. But we will be covering it at the end of the game. And before we get into the game, guys, thank you for all the support you guys have showed recently. For those of you, though, who are not subscribed and are enjoying the content, I would greatly appreciate a sub to the channel and, of course, a like to the video because it would help out the channel a lot, especially since I've been posting a lot and everything. And if you guys want to be watching more content, I would greatly appreciate the support. And I know a lot of you have already been subscribing, so I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much for those of you who chose to subscribe recently. And, of course, those of you who have been subscribed for so long. But let's get into the game here. So the Scheer, again, same gimmick as the other ships that I've already covered. I'm not sure if you watched any of those or not, so let's get into a brief summary. We've got the secondaries, which are, we can main gun control them basically, so we can control them with our click mouse keyboard style. And then we've also got them, the secondaries also still work automatically like normal secondaries if you just don't click the 4 button. The secondary range goes up to 10.3 kilometers though with the 4 key clicked, which is really good because you get some extra range. And you also have the 283mm guns you get on the tier 6, and I think they're pretty similar to those on Graf Spee as well. As you know, Admiral Scheer, Deutschland, and Graf Spee are all the same class of ship. I don't know if there's another ship in this class that hasn't been added into the game. I believe there were 4 total, maybe, or 3. We do have Graf Spee, Scheer, and Deutschland so far, so I don't know if there's another one or not. Do correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not really sure. You see me playing very aggressive here on the North map. I actually wanted to go fight the Sinop really excitedly, but unfortunately he went that way. And then I saw the North Carolina coming, and I was like, nah, I don't want to really fight the North Carolina. So I'm going to decide to go the other way into middle here to avoid the Sinop, North Carolina. Maybe we can deal with them later, potentially, but let's go towards the Dunkirk. That seems like an easier ship to handle. So we have 40,000 HP total, which is quite a lot. As you can see, though, from our consumable layout, unlike Graf Spee, we do not have a heal, which is a bit unfortunate because we do sit a tier higher than the Graf Spee. But you know what? It's okay because we get these manual control secondaries. That doesn't mean the ship is going to be straight up better than the Graf Spee, even though it's a tier higher. And by the way, this accuracy isn't consistent. That's not the accuracy you're going to be expecting with these ships, okay? But that was a good shot regardless. But having the manual control secondaries can be really fun. As well, like the tier 9 and the tier 6, you know. Sometimes, even though, you know, they might not be the best, they can be a bit of fun. And as you can see, I can arc over this island a bit and get some shell hits on this Dunkirk. He's kind of walking away now. And I'm on the manual mode. So even though we're not able to use our main guns here, we can still launch some secondary battery guns. Because our arcs are so, well, bad on them, right? So look how high they go. I'm trying to get some shots on this Dunkirk, hopefully. But unfortunately, he does go dark. That's kind of the main gimmick. That's kind of it. You get the Hydro 5.5 kms. I believe that's a standard German Hydro at tier 7. The concealment's 11.5 kilometers. You get a fighter plane, and you get these quick DCPs instead of the normal DCPs. So they only reload every 38 seconds, which is good because the ship, I believe, burns for 45, if not 60 seconds. Probably 45 seconds. So it does burn for quite a lot. Hello, destroyers. Now, in this case, I think probably it's actually better to let the automatic ones go. Oh, I'm full broadside to a Dunkirk. Hello. And, okay. Again, that's a miracle, guys. That's not going to happen every game. That's the luck. I took 0 damage there to a... I was full broadside to the Dunkirk. And as you can see, I'm outputting some secondary damage. And what's nice with the secondaries when they're manual control is, at least maybe not now, but when you're at closer ranges, you can actually still aim for superstructures. As we know, when it's automatic secondaries, they're going to aim for waterline, trying to get those citadels, even though you can't pen. And the nice thing about having manual control secondaries is you can aim for pinpoint shots. Well, in this case, I'm missing every shot because I'm bad, but that's not, you know, it is what it is. We do get close quarters expert there on that Dunkirk, which is really nice. Something to keep in mind. I'm sure if you saw the other videos, you would know this. If we do get a secondary hit or kill with main gun control, basically, so we're shooting ourselves, you still get the close quarters expert. You still get the secondary hits ribbons. So for Lugians, you also get that little buff if you do run him or not. Well, if you do run him, I guess. You see me using a spotter plane here. Or, well, fighter plane, because we don't have the ability to run a spotter plane. There is a Synop here. This game might not last that long. Reminder of the Deutschland game where it didn't last that long either. There's a Synop here. It's probably not going to last that long because I'm probably going to run it at him and hope for the best. Now, I make a mistake here because my guns are pointed in the wrong way. I wasn't so sure which side I was going to go on this Synop, so... But in this case, we were pointed the guns in the wrong direction. This is a game I played last week, I believe, guys, so I don't remember exactly what happened. But I kind of know what happens. We die. But let's see what happens how we die. Let's see. We're going to go in here with our 36,000 HP. Scheer, we got absolutely 0 damage because we hit the rock. We get almost one shot there, which is pretty cool. But we're gonna go in. Now, you see me letting my secondaries go automatic mode for a second. I'm not really pre-rotating my guns, which is a bit unfortunate because we could have actually gotten some citadels potentially on his broadside at these ranges. He smashes me a bit for 4k damage. I turn my ship again. I'm trying to get these torps. I shoot his aft with secondaries. I'm waiting for him to go for a turn here so I can actually get some hits. More importantly, there's a North Carolina in front of me, which is pretty interesting. So I'm between a Synop and a North Carolina, which is a bit unfortunate. Synop does live at 11,000 HP, and mark my damage here. We're at 81,000 damage and a full HP North Carolina here. I don't think we're going to be able to kill him because we just use our torps on that side, unfortunately. But what we can do is hope that we won't die. And luckily, this North Carolina missed his salvo. So we got a fire, looks like, with secondaries there. And he is full broadside, so we're going to try aim down into his citadel. And we got a citadel right there. Unfortunately, it seems like he's destroying my ship with everything he has. As you can see, I'm aiming for superstructures, aiming for the weak points on the armor here. The 32, which we pen. Unfortunately, I was trying to get torps out. And if I did, I do probably kill him. But unfortunately, I just end up dying before I rotate my ship fast enough. And I should have rotated my ship a bit faster. Well, it is what it is. For personal score, we ended up doing 129,998 damage, 24 main gun hits, 4 torp hits, 1 kill, a citadel, and 178 secondary hits. We got the close quarters expert. Unfortunately, we did end up losing that game with 1k base XP. Our Colorado did top the scoreboard at 1.1k base XP, which is pretty nice for him. Unfortunately, we did end up losing, but losses do happen, and I'm still happy to showcase a loss regardless. Dunkirk, 11k on him. Synop, 60k on him, mostly from torpedoes, as you can see. 46k on that North Carolina, mostly from that AP, as you saw. But we also got 20k from the secondaries and fires. And then we have 8k on the Tatago, 2k on the Gneisenau, and 3k on the Z31. And, well, as you can see, for damage distribution, we got 37k from AP, we got 43k from Torps, and then we got 32k plus 16k. I say plus because the fires were all set from the secondaries, so actually around 48k damage from secondaries, I guess. And then we took ourselves 40,000 damage, which is our max HP. For credits and XP, this is the screen. For my commander build, we've got Gun Feeder, Grease the Gears, Demolition Expert, Pack-a-Punch, Adrenaline Rush, Superintendent, Concealment Expert, and Top Grade Gunner. For my equipment, we've got Prop Mod 1, Secondary Battery Mod 1, Damage Control System Mod 1, and Auxiliary Armaments Mod 1. For the armor layout for the ship, we've got 25mm armor literally everywhere on the ship. I think it's, it's okay. I mean, not too wonderful, but similar to actually the battleships at this tier. But battleships at this tier get 26, you get 25, which against the tier 8s isn't going to really mean much. And against certain tier 7, it's also not going to mean much at all. For example, that Synop. And the Citadel, if we take a look here, it sits under the water, and I believe, do we have a turtleback? No. Okay, probably not then. So, no. So you have to be really careful. It sits above the water, so if you're full broadside, it is internal spaced armor, but it does sit above the water. So if you're going to be full broadside, even if you're slightly angled, actually, you might still get Citadel. So you have to be a bit careful with this ship and try to use islands as best as possible. For the ship characteristics, we've got 40,850 HP with a 22% torpedo protection damage reduction. For main guns, we've got 20.5 second reload, 16.4 kilometer range, 283mm guns with 8.4k damage on the AP, 3.2k damage on that HE. For secondaries, we got 8 of these 150s, and then we've got 6 of these 105s. The 105s reload every 1.9 seconds, which is pretty fast. And the 150s reload every 4 seconds, which is also pretty decent. For our torpedoes, we've got 8 torps total, 4 on each side, 8 km range, 15k damage, 64 knots, 1.3 km ship detection or detection themselves. For our top speed of the ship, it doesn't go that fast actually, at 29.7 knots, 660 meter turning circle radius, and 9.3 second rudder shift time. For concealment, we've got 11.5 km detection. For the exterior camouflage for the Admiral Scheer, we've actually got the exact same camouflage as the tier 6 Deutschland, I believe. It looks okay, I guess. It's a 2-tone, but it's almost 1-tone, but it's okay. I believe this is historically accurate. The graph speed does have a nicer camo in game, but you know what? It's okay. The alternate also looks pretty decent, I guess. But personally, I prefer the normal one. And this is what the ship looks like in the game. I'm sure you guys can take a look at that, of course, but if you guys don't feel like loading the game up to take a look at it, this is what it looks like. Very similar to the Graf Spee, of course. It is the same class of ship at the end of the day, right? So, of course, it's going to be quite similar. And here's the plane, some German flag, of course, and nice looking ship in general. I kind of like the triangle, not really, but I think it's okay. That's pretty much it though for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Admiral Scheer review. Not a big review, I guess, not a long one. I hope you enjoyed the video. In terms of what I think of the Scheer, I mean, it's not that good. It's okay. It can be fun, I guess. Sometimes, like last game to me, even though we lost, we did have a bit of fun. But that doesn't mean it's going to be consistently good all the time. So it might not be that good overall. But it gets you to the Prince Adalbert, which I don't really have yet, so I can't really give you an opinion on it. But the tier 9 also seems pretty decent, so that's awesome. If you want to, I have the links to the tier 6 and the tier 9 of this line in the description of this video if you want to watch videos in regards to those ships. But that's pretty much the Admiral Scheer. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do please leave a sub and a like to the channel, guys, or to the video and the channel. I would greatly appreciate it a lot. And if you do want, you can also share the video to your friends if you want to. It's up to you. But that's pretty much it, guys, as I said. And I'll see you in the next video. So make sure to request a ship, actually, in the comments, because I don't know what ship to cover next in general. So do let me know in the comments of this video. I'll greatly appreciate it a lot. And I'll see you in the next video. Big fan.